are they going to run away with the title? This is the question about Ferrari, or not. Actually, I'm going to go first and say, yeah, I think they've got it. I think they've come into this season incredibly well prepared, because, and here is the question from John, the storyteller. I think it's they had the season last year to prepare, didn't they? Whilst Mercedes and Red Bull were knocking hell out of each other, and I think they are going to run away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they don't, but I think that, I think that, as I said in kind of my opening monologue, if you like, that I think that they really have used that time well, and they look like, it struck me at Leclerc's pit stop today that they look like an incredibly well drilled unit. That, and forgive me, I love going to Italy, but the Italians are not particularly renowned for that kind of military-like kind of precision, unless we think back to the Schumacher days, the Michael Schumacher pomp, and you had Stepney and you had Brawn and you had the kind of English element there, all marshalled by the Frenchman Jean Todt, obviously, and they were a frightening team of automatons. And suddenly they've come this year and look like, wow, shades of 2004 almost, and it's good to see, but we don't want them to run away with it.
The question we've just had also in from the audience, Michael Lee is asking, when, in particular, Michael's asking, when will we see a three-way fight with Mercedes? And do you think, this is a great question from Michael, do you think they would have to come up with a B-spec car? And he mentions the cost cap. It's good question there.
It is a good question, Michael. And what I would say is, hopefully, it'll be FP1 at San Marino Grand Prix. That's what we all hope, because we want to go from, when was the last time we had 3 or 4 drivers, fighting for a title? With, what is it, 2012, 2013, that kind of era. And you look back and you see those guys who are all fighting, going into the Korean Grand Prix, I think one year with Vettel not so much in the title fight, and then coming through and win it eventually, as we know. And we want to see those kind of things transpiring. And we really want, even though they've had all that dominance for so many years, we want them to see on the coattails of Ferrari and the Red Bull. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, no. And we have to also remember that, of course, we want to see Red Bull and Mercedes up there. And to be honest, they will improve. And I actually do think it'll be a three-way fight. The one thing we have seen from Ferrari over the last few years, even when they were fighting for the championship with Vettel, so 2018, 2019, was that they would go off the boil about 3/5 of the way the championship through. They'd make a lot of operational mistakes. And in Vettel's case, Vettel made a lot of mistakes. I don't think Leclerc will make mistakes. I think Leclerc is one of the aces they have in their pocket, but operationally, it'd be interesting to see if they can carry that intensity all the way through the season.
Yeah, we'll see with the cost cap, because they're not the most affected team in cost cap, are they? So they will have a bit of a run on the other two. Well, on the Red Bull and definitely on Mercedes.